Now let's have a demo on labels and selectors, which will make things more clearer. But before going into labels and selectors, I'll tell you something about kubectl imperative statement. So far, we had deployed pods using something called manifest file. So in manifest file, we declared the state that the pod should be created with this name and from these container images. And after the declaration, we used kubectl create command to create the pod. And the same thing can be done from command line also. So that is what the kubectl imperative statement is. So when we run all those things from the command line, those are imperative statements. And whatever we run things using manifest file, those are declarative statements. So in this demo, I'll be using kubectl imperative statement to select pods based on labels. But before that, let us go ahead and create pods with the following labels. So these are the options. The left hand side, whatever you are seeing, QA pod 1, QA pod 2, prod pod 1, 2, dev pod, test pod, these should be the name of the pods and these should be the labels of the pods. So each of the pods would have four labels: ENV, business, tier, and technology, and they should have these values. For example, QA pod 1 should have a label of ENV with value QA, business should be HR, TR should be front end, and technology should be Python. So let us go ahead and create these pods. I have the same cluster up and running, and these are the files. These are the 6 YAML files to create pods. Let me show you one of them. Here everything is same. We have the API version as v1, kind is pod. In the metadata we have name as dev pod. We have 4 labels: ENV, business, tier, and technology. For each pod the label is different, but I have not changed the containers at all, so it will be running 2 containers, or basically let me go ahead and run only one container. So it will run one container, and the only thing we are worried about is the labels. Rest of the files are also same. Let me show you the final file, which is test payroll db mysql.yaml, and here also we have the same labels with different values. So now I'll go ahead and create pods out using all these manifest files. So I'll be running kubectl using declarative statement rather than imperative statement. So this is the command kubectl create -f followed by the manifest file. It will create the first pod. So this pod has been created. I'll go ahead and create all the other pods as well. So all the pods have been created. Let us go ahead and take a look. So we have all the 6 pods running: dev pod, prod pod 1 and 2, QA pod 1 and 2, and finally test pod. So all of them are running. So now the thing that I want to do is I want to see the labels of all these pods. So to see the labels of all the pods, you write kubectl get pods and followed by -- show labels. And it'll go ahead and show you the labels of all the pods. So here, notice that all the pods have the same labels: business, ENV, technology, and tier. If you want to see the labels of a single pod, you can do that as well. Using this command, kubectl get pod followed by the pod name and -- show labels. So it is showing you the dev pod and all the labels associated with dev pod. Now let us go ahead and use the selectors and try to fetch information or try to find pods using these labels. Now let us go ahead and use the selectors to select pods. The first one would be, I want to find out the pods which has HR business with Java technology. And we'll not be using a declarative statement, we'll be using the imperative statement, that means using the command line. It will be a declarative statement when you use these selectors in the manifest file. And to write imperative statement is kubectl get pods followed by -l, and after this -l we'll have to mention all the selectors. We are using the equality condition here: business is equal to HR and technology is equal to Java, and we have only QA pod 2 because then that is the only pod which has Java technology. Let's see the next one. We want to find out all database technologies hosted in the pod. So in this case, the tier should be DB. That's what we want. And this would be the command kubectl get pods -l tier equal to DB. We have two pods, prod pod 2 and test pod. One of them is having Oracle database and the other one is having MySQL database. In the third question, we want to find out all the pods with all technologies used in backend. So again, the same command kubectl get pods -l tr equals to backend. And we are getting two pods, prod pod 1 and qa pod 2. In the fourth question, we want to find out which pods have business logic written only with Python. That means we want to find out the backend with technology Python. And the answer is prod pod 1. This is the only pod with Python as the backend technology. Then we want to find out the all pods in QA environment for HR business. Should be very simple by now. This is the command and it should get us QA pod 1 and QA pod 2. And the final one, all pods not belonging to either QA or test environment. So it is a little different. We cannot use the equality condition. We'll have to use the set based condition. The way to use it is this. So this is the command kubectl get pods -l env not in QA and test. And of course, we are getting three pods, dev pod, prod pod 1 and prod pod 2. So now you must be having a better idea how to use labels and selectors, and that too using imperative statement. We have not used any declarative statement yet. In the next topic, when you discuss replica set, we'll be using selectors in the declarative statement.